Under the silver moon on her 18th birthday, Seraphina Ashwood stood at the center of an ancient stone circle surrounded by 300 watchful eyes from the Ashwood pack, her entire future about to shatter as she faced the moment she was supposed to shift for the first time and claim her place among them. Seraphina felt the autumn chill on her bare shoulders, in the ceremonial dress, while Elder Thomas called her name and commanded the demonstration of her wolf form. She closed her eyes and reached desperately for the inner beast she had trained her whole life to awaken under the moon's pull, repeating the mantras from childhood, but only empty silence answered her. Sweat beaded on her forehead as minutes passed, with nothing happening. Whispers spread through the crowd, turning into open murmurs and laughter about the Ashwood heir who could not shift. Her father, Alpha Jonathan, watched with granite expectation and growing doubt, while her betrothed Marcus Blackthorn observed with cold assessment. When she failed completely, her father grew impatient and Marcus stepped forward to dissolve their childhood betrothal, declaring he would not bind his pack's future to weakness or a defective mate. The words cut deep as the elders witnessed the dissolution and declared Seraphina unrecognized as a full pack member. The crowd dispersed with pity, disgust, and mockery, while her sister Lydia smirked and her mother passed without a word, leaving Seraphina alone in the stone circle under the mocking moonlight. Humiliated beyond measure, Seraphina turned to her father, but received only clipped dismissal to discuss it privately. She watched the pack leave, then slipped through the servant's door to her distant room, where she tore off the ceremonial dress and packed a single bag with essentials, including her mother's silver locket. A strange calm settled over her as she decided to leave rather than slink away in shame. She would discover why her wolf would not emerge and make those who laughed regret it. Climbing down the trellis, she headed into the forbidden woods, only to be confronted briefly by Marcus, who tried to explain his position as future Alpha needing a strong Luna. Seraphina rejected him coldly and vanished deeper into the trees, feeling a flicker of freedom for the first time. The forbidden woods lived up to their dark reputation, with twisted roots and dense canopy blocking most moonlight. Hours into her escape, Seraphina heard branches snap and faced a pack of 5 corrupted real wolves with feral yellow eyes, driven mad by dark magic. When the Alpha pinned her to the ground with its crushing weight and rancid breath, she felt something ancient snap inside her. Silver power flooded her body, turning her vision white, then red, then silver. Time slowed as impossible speed and strength surged through her. She threw the alpha wolf aside, smashed the others with precise strikes that sent them into unconsciousness or submission, and commanded the alpha to yield with a voice carrying absolute weight. The pack fled in terror, leaving her alone with glowing silver hands and eyes that flickered between green and metallic silver as scratches healed rapidly. She realized she was not defective, but something entirely different, and followed an invisible pull toward answers. That pull led her to a weathered cabin where an old man named Aldrich, with steel gray hair and ancient eyes, opened the door and recognized her immediately as the Ashwood girl who could not shift. He invited her inside and revealed the truth her family had hidden. Seraphina was not broken, but carried moon-blessed blood from the first wolves born directly from the moon goddess herself. These ancient beings possessed godlike power to heal with a touch, command lesser wolves, manipulate moonlight, and surpass any alpha, yet they had grown dangerous, leading to wars that devastated packs. The goddess had sealed their bloodlines, stripping immortality until they were thought extinct. Someone with great power had deliberately sealed Seraphina's abilities at birth to hide her among the Ashwood's protecting her from those who would kill such a threat. Her father likely knew, though others might not. The seal was cracking, causing the power leaks she had experienced, and without control it could consume her or draw deadly enemies. Aldrich, who had served the last known moon blessed centuries ago and survived their fall, offered to train her, warning of possible night-cursed shadow blood as well, making her potentially unique. Seraphina accepted the path of training, driven by rage at her family's betrayal and the need to become strong. The next morning, Aldrich woke her with ice-cold water and began brutal routines in the clearing. She performed push-ups for any complaint, then attacked him repeatedly with staffs, only to be thrown down again and again as he taught her that power without control was mere violence. He drilled her on reading opponents' tells, body language, and momentum until she finally landed a hit through pure technique. Afternoons shifted to sensing exercises where she expanded her inner silver light to feel life energies around her, tracking Aldrich's movements through the grove with growing precision and stamina. Days blurred with staff combat, reflex training against thrown rocks, and an advanced obstacle course combining agility, targets, tripwires, and ambushes. Her body hardened, reflexes sharpened, and the silver power became more responsive, though daytime weakened it while moonlight strengthened it. On a supply run to a nearby small town, Seraphina practiced suppressing her presence and silver flashes to appear ordinary. In the general store, while gathering flour, salt, and herbs, the elderly shopkeeper noted her unusual eyes and mentioned recent wolves searching the forbidden woods. As she prepared to leave, Marcus Blackthorn entered with 2 companions and confronted her about the pack reject surviving in cursed territory. He circled her, noting her changed confidence, and tried to grab her arm. Seraphina evaded, using trained technique without full power, forcing him off balance. Tension rose as his pride flared, but the shopkeeper intervened, allowing Seraphina to walk away. She ran back to the cabin, shaken, yet proud of her control, though Aldrich noted the increased searches meant they must accelerate training. The following 3 weeks intensified everything. Seraphina completed the obstacle course flawlessly, sensing ambushes and striking targets in fluid motion. For her final test, Aldrich hired a massive beta mercenary named Garrick to fight her in a stone circle with no killing or maiming but full force otherwise. Garrick taunted her as a little girl, but Seraphina attacked with precise combinations, then unleashed silver speed and strength to land solid hits even after he shifted into a massive gray wolf. She dodged lethal jaws, struck pressure points, and forced him down within the 5 minutes, earning victory. Garrick left wary, and Aldrich declared her ready. Under the full moon that night, her second awakening would unlock her true wolf form, bringing immense power at the cost of bone-breaking pain as the next seal layer fractured. Seraphina prepared, knowing this transformation would make her what she was always meant to be, ready to face her past. Yet as the full moon rose higher, casting silver patterns across the forest, unseen threats gathered. Wolves continued searching the forbidden woods for the awakened girl, while darker shadows whispered of ancient bloodlines that should have stayed sealed. Seraphina's true test loomed larger than any training, as the power within her stirred toward a destiny that could reshape the packs or destroy her in the process.